Hello and welcome to Forensics with Mr. VanDyke. I am Mr. VanDyke. This is my 8th year teaching at St. Charles East. I studied biology at Aurora University. I student taught at West Aurora High School. This year I'm teaching biology, forensics, and anatomy. I have 2 kids at home, 5 and 7-year-old in the elementary school system right now. I have a 1-year-old puppy as well named Hazel. I have many different hobbies, so there's lots of opportunities for me to connect with your student. I was a police officer for 8 years before I started teaching. I explain the expectations of the classroom to your students on the first day. The big thing is just being respectful to one another. It can be difficult to learn in an environment you're not comfortable in, and being respectful, understanding each other, and feeling comfortable is the best way to have a good community in your classroom and to be able to learn. So for this semester, forensics is a semester-long course. So we're starting off with observations and crime scenes. By the time you watch this video, we're probably wrapping up observation and crime scenes, and then we'll move on to things like fingerprints and different kinds of impressions. Looking at hairs and fibers, counterfeiting, and other document-related crimes, ballistics, and blood and DNA. Our goal is to investigate the scientific principles behind the practices of forensics, practical application. Your students will learn many different skills in using different scientific equipment and forensic equipment. We'll use equipment used in evidence collection, and we'll create conclusions based on evidence. For grades, projects and labs are about 35%. There's probably like a lab every few days in this class, and then processing the lab. So it's a big portion of the class. Tests are about 20%, quizzes are about 10%, homework makes up about 5%, and the final exam is 20%. That's a science department percentage, so all science classes are about the same. Homework, most of the homework is reviewing what you learned, maybe wrapping up some questions in a lab. There's not a ton of homework. There is one larger project in this class that's already been given out to your students, and there's periodic check-ins and work time in the class to complete some of it. But for the district homework policy, practice is just trying to practice what we did in class. Assessed gets feedback, and graded homework is graded. As far as support, the students and parents are always welcome to contact me. You can visit class website or Google Classroom. There's used to be an online textbook, but right now there currently is not. So I'm going to get rid of that. And then Science Honor Society tutoring is generally available on Tuesdays, and students can sign up for a time. That hasn't started up quite yet, but generally in the next few weeks or so, it will start up, and there'll be an opportunity for students to visit with a peer tutor if they would like. For this class, the learning management system I use is Google Classroom, and so you can see a little bit of what the Google Classroom looks like here. I try to keep things fairly simple, so there'll only be 6 documents on this kind of streaming page, and when they click onto the document, I have it set up so the most recent day is on top. So what do we do in class? What is the homework? Generally I'll link in information if there is paperwork that we did in class, so students can see that. Reference materials, keys, all that stuff. This is how I organize for the students, and this is a resource they should take advantage of. It's very helpful for students in the class. Definitely contact me if you have any questions or concerns. I'm happy to address those with you, but I look forward to working with your student this year, and have a great night.